everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today's video is something different. As you can already see, I'm trying out the vertical format for the first time because I think this video demands a vertical format. And today we are not talking about makeup. I am dressed in ethnic attire because we are talking about saris today. Whenever I post a picture on Instagram with a sari on, I will get a few DMs asking me where I have got that sari or telling me that they love my sari collection. So I thought, let me do a sari collection video. Today's video is on organza sarees. I'm going to share with you all of the organza sarees I have and where I have purchased from, and probably some tips here and there on how to care or drape organza sarees. So if you're interested in sarees, I hope you are looking forward to it. Without much further ado, let's quickly get started with today's video. Before I start this video, if you are Indian and you are living outside of India like me, then please do let me know if you like to wear saris or how many saris you have, or if you go back to India, do you buy saris? I would love to know. Me personally, I love wearing saris and I look for occasions where I can wear a sari. And it's quite easy to wear sari here in New York. Nobody really cares about what you're wearing, so it's quite nice. And I do get a lot of compliments when I wear a sari from people who are non-Indian, so that's great. And if you're not Indian and you're watching me, do let me know if you know about the sari or if you have any questions regarding the sari. I would be happy to answer any of your queries. So let's get started. Today's video is on organza sarees. I will do separate videos on different kind of sarees, but organza fabric is by far my favorite kind of fabric or sari to wear. In this outfit also, which I'm wearing right now, this is a stitched outfit which I got tailored back in India. This dupatta had an organza dupatta, and I think organza dupattas also look really nice with kurtis like this. And I just love this embroidery which is here on this kurti, and this has fit me so well. My tailor has done such a great job. Especially if you like customized outfits, you really need a good tailor. And a little secret I will tell you in this video, if you're watching this video, you will know I'm actually studying fashion here in New York, and I am hoping I will be able to tailor my own clothes very soon. So fingers crossed. Let's start off with the first sari, which is one of my favorites. With the sari, I will also tell you where I have purchased this from, and I will give you a rough estimate on the price because honestly I don't really remember the prices. So this is the first one which I have. Now for organza sarees, I prefer to buy more pure organza sarees. If you buy the cheaper quality organza sarees, then they don't really drape that well. I have two which have that mixed organza fabric, and thankfully they drape quite well. But if you have seen organza sarees which look very fluffy and then they don't drape, that's because they are not really pure. If it's a pure fabric organza, it will drape pretty nicely, but organza as a fabric, it's quite stiff and it will get a little bit fluffy, and I think that's where the beauty of the sari lies in. So I don't really mind the that fluffy kind of that airy texture of organza sarees. It's not for everyone, I know, but I personally really like it. So let me show you the first one for today. This is from the website Singhanias. So this is a brand or a store in Hyderabad, I think, and I had loved this organza sari, and this is how it looks like. So it is more like a salmon color. I hope the camera is able to pick up the color. This one drapes so beautifully. It's a pure organza fabric, and I just love the detailing, the embroidery which is on here. It's really, really beautiful, very delicate floral embroidery, and there's like turquoise, yellow, orange, red and green. This is the floral embroidery, very lightweight. I love wearing this. I was wearing this on one of my birthdays. Usually around birthdays, anniversaries, festivals, I prefer wearing sari, and this drapes also really nicely. Organza fabric, one more tip I will give you is that please iron them. Like, give them a light iron before you wear them. Then you will get a very nice flowy drape. So this is how this one looks like. I will try to insert pictures here to show you how it looks when I wear them. But this is the first one. It drapes beautifully. It's a very lightweight pure organza fabric, and I have the matching blouse for this as well. This is the blouse which I had got made back in Mumbai. I have a designated tailor where I go to in Mumbai, and he usually does my blouses, and he's just amazing. So this is what the blouse of this one is. So I have a lining here at one portion of the blouse, and the sleeves, and this portion basically I have kept the lining, and the top portion doesn't have the lining, so it gives a nice, you know, that feminine kind of a look to the blouse. But I love wearing this sari with this blouse. This is a blouse which I had purchased from Azza. Okay, so this is a nice contrast. It has very similar colors as the embroidery in the sari, so I love pairing that sari with this blouse. And this is the back of the blouse. I will leave a link to the brand of this blouse. They make excellent blouses. The fitting of this blouse is amazing. Whatever size I have ordered, it just fits me perfectly. So I'll leave a link to this blouse also. And that brand is a very trusted brand for blouse for me. Okay, so that was from Singhanias. I have another one from Singhanias. I'll show you that also. So this is how I store my organza saris in sari bags like these. These are cotton bags, cotton and linen mixed, or maybe cotton, pure cotton bags, and I have the blouse and the sari inside here. I don't recommend hanging organza saris. They will just lose their shape, I feel. Just fold them nicely inside a bag and then store it in your cupboard, and maybe once a month or twice a month you can take it out, air them, give them a little iron. That's what I usually do for my organza saris. So this is the second one which I bought from Singhanias, and I love Singhanias collection of organza saris. If you want to buy organza saris, they have very pure organza saris which are very expensive, but they have that nice mid-range organza saris also which are not super duper expensive. In those mid-range ones which I usually go for, they retail for about 16,000 rupees. They will have maybe just lighter work. That's why they are less expensive than the more higher end organza saris. This is another one which I had purchased from Singhanias again. It's so beautiful. It has that sequence work. You can see very subtle sequence work. I hope the camera is able to pick it up. And it's all over embroidery. Looks like hand embroidery. From the behind, I see. Looks like it's hand embroidery. And here also you have embroidery all over, hand embroidery. And I love this color. It's a very light, like a baby pink sort of a color. It looks so pretty when you wear it. The sun was bursting in. I've just closed the blinds. So this is how this sari looks like. You will see an embroidery here, right here, and this will fall here when you drape it. It will fall here. It looks so nice, and all over you have hand embroidery work, like sequence work, and it looks so pretty. It is also very lightweight. It has a subtle shine. I forgot if this was a tissue organza or not. I'm guessing not, but it has a subtle shine and it looks really pretty. This is the sari which I was wearing in Paris. If you have seen my Paris vlogs, which is up on the other vlogging channel, I have posted pictures of that also on my Instagram, and this is just so beautiful and it just fit the Paris theme perfectly. I have got the blouse made as well. The blouse also has embroidery on the sleeves here. And people ask me, where do you get your blouses done? Whenever I go back to India, I take all of my blouses and I will eventually land up at the tailor probably on the first or the second day, and I tell him that please do all of my blouses before I go back, basically. And for organza saris, I prefer to wear petticoats like this, which are satin petticoats, which are more fitted, and they are not your traditional petticoats, the cotton ones. They will not look good. You have to get the satin ones. This one is from the brand Tia Bhuva. She's a Canadian influencer and she has a brand by the name of Tia Bhuva, and there are a lot of satin petticoats. I have purchased a few of her satin petticoats, and they work out really well. They are very comfortable and they make your sari drape so beautifully. Next, where I buy my organza sarees is from Kalki Fashion. I have few of them from Kalki Fashion itself. Kalki is a store in Mumbai, and I used to visit it personally when I used to live in Mumbai, so I have kind of that like bond with them. So they ship internationally and sometimes they have free shipping as well, so that's really handy. So I buy a lot of ethnic wear from Kalki Fashion. So first one which I had purchased from them was this one. This one was the first one I purchased from them. This one I haven't really worn it yet. I am still looking for a place where I can wear this one. It's so beautiful and it's just so dreamy, lightweight, airy. This one feels like a pure organza saree like the other two I have. This is also pure organza and it has sequence work at the bottom. It's very delicate work. Okay, it's just a strip here and sequence all over the saree, very tiny sequence, and it just shines so prettily when I wear it. It has a blouse which is something like this, a contrast blouse. So this came with a blouse. I didn't really have to buy it separately. So this blouse and this saree, it looks just divine. I was eyeing this saree for probably a year, and then after a year I purchased it. This was like the first saree I bought after I started working again back in Singapore. So this was like a present to myself for starting work again, and this has a really nice sentimental value for me, and it's super lightweight. It looks so good when I wear it, just that I haven't worn it to any event or anything yet. This is how it looks like, and especially with the contrast blouse, it just looks so amazing. It drapes also more nicely. So this is definitely, it feels like a pure fabric, plus it has sequins at the bottom, so there is a weight to it, so it drapes so beautifully. This is how it looks like. It just looks so beautiful, cloudy, ethereal. I love this one, and I love the color combination of peach and blue. So I'm still looking for a place where I can wear this saree. I have not really worn it, so I won't be able to show you a picture of me wearing it. Next organza saree is also from Kalki, and then the next two are also from Kalki. So this is what the saree comes in, so I keep it in this itself. So this is the saree which I wore for my anniversary, one of the anniversaries, and I just love this one. This is so beautiful. Now this one, they didn't really mention if it was pure organza or not, but it was pretty expensive. So considering the price, probably it's pure organza. I'm not really sure, but because it doesn't feel like a pure organza fabric to me. I feel like this has a slight bit of mix in it, but it drapes so beautifully and it looks so nice. I feel like, okay, I don't know, maybe they have just charged for the embroidery. There is hand embroidery all over. Probably the fabric is not exactly like the purest of the fabric. So this is how it looks like. It's in the leheria pattern and it looks so beautiful. I love leheria, and there is beautiful zardozi work here all over the border. I like subtle work. I like subtle elegance. I don't like too much work in something. I like it when there is like work in a specific way, and this is actually not very lightweight. The fabric is very lightweight, but because of the work, it's quite heavy, and because of this heavy work also, the sari stays on the body like amazing. It drapes amazingly well and it stays forever. I have worn it for so long and it's so comfortable to wear. And I think if you go to Kalki Fashion now, you might find sarees like this, organza sarees. This one probably is one from their older collection. You won't find such heavy work now. You will find something a little bit more subtle and less work. So the sarees or organza sarees you will find on Kalki right now, they are not as expensive as this one. This one was quite expensive when I had bought it. So this one was around, I think, 18 to 19,000 when I had bought it. I'm not really sure if I overpaid or not, but this is definitely just a beautiful, beautiful sari. That also made the blouse for me. So I had ordered the blouse to be made, and they have some patterns on their website. So they had like given a net on the sleeve, and this is how they made the blouse. The fitting was not the perfect, so I had to go back to my tailor to get this fitted properly. But they do also have that service where you can get that blouse made. Next one is also from Kalki Fashion, and it's very similar to what I have shown you just now, and I was wearing it during Diwali. If you have seen my Instagram or if you have seen the YouTube community post, I have worn this sari, and this is what I mean when I say that Kalki Fashion has saris like this in the Leheria print now also, but the work is not too much, so these are not as expensive as the other one which I showed you. The fabric also feels very similar to the other one I showed you, or maybe not. I won't be able to tell you. I don't want to do a fire test on this one right now, but this is less expensive than the other one. So this is a more orange color, and I didn't really have any orange sari, and I'm trying to buy saris in all colors. I have too many pinks. I didn't really have too many purples also, so I had a lot of blues. So I'm trying to buy saris in different colors. So this is a first orange sari which I have. This is also really pretty. For Diwali I was wearing it with a pink blouse. I think orange and pink combination is amazing for the festive season. And this is how this sari looks like, with small work, small stone work here, like not as heavy as the previous one I showed you, and it's all over, and small sequins, small stones all over the body. Very lightweight, very comfortable. This one also drapes so nicely. I just love how this sari drapes because of all the stone work. And if you give this an iron and then wear it, you will get it done in just few minutes. It's such an easy drape. After I bought that sari, I didn't really go to India, so the blouse is still not made. So the blouse is of a raw silk blouse. I have to get it done when I next go to India. So that's why I was wearing it with a pink blouse. Another one which I have from Kalki is this one. This is a black, and I don't have a black organza sari. I bought this one which is printed. I am looking for more black organza saris which are not printed. So I will buy a couple more in black. So this is how this one looks like. This is also not very expensive. This has like a, not a scallop, like a rough floral edge. You can see I found it very unique, and there is zardozi or stone work. So you have some pearls and you have some stone sequins, that kind of a work. And this also is really nice. It's a printed fabric. I love this printed fabrics. This one doesn't seem pure though. It's not a pure organza, nor it was written on Kalki that it's pure organza. They mentioned it's just organza with embroidery on the border. But the finishing is really nice. When you see their products, you will know that it's coming from a good place, because the finishing, the edging, it's not rough. It's always perfect. They finish everything very nicely. Everything may not be pure on their website. They don't mention it also like that. Whatever is pure, they will mention as pure. But for semi fabrics also, they do the finishing really well. And for that sari, I have this blouse. I love this blouse. I can use it with so many other saris. This is a basic black blouse, very similar to the orange one I showed you, raw silk blouse. And there is embroidery at the sleeve. Really nice blouse. And as always, my tailor has done a marvelous job with the blouses. Recently, I have a new addition to my organza sari collection. I will show you at the end. Before that, I have a few more saris to show you. This is another brand which I think has a really good sari collection, and they have free shipping world over. I love to buy silk saris from this brand, but I have also purchased one organza sari, so I'll show you. This is Samyakk from Bangalore, I think, where they have their big outlet. but they also ship worldwide and their collection is amazing. So from there I had bought this blue, aqua blue kind of sari. There was a point of time where I was looking for blue sarees, blue organza sarees, and this is the one. This one is a pure organza. I can feel it in the fabric, and I think they had mentioned on their website as well. And this one has sequins all over, diagonal sequins, and the embroidery on the border is like this. Very, very pretty, very similar to the first sari I showed you, like floral embroidery, like a cross stitch kind of embroidery right here. They have done cross stitch here, very pretty florals. And look at the edging here, and they have this pretty lace edging here. They have the same colored lace applied all over the sari, which makes the sari look very elegant. And this is how it looks opened up. Okay, this is how it looks opened up, and as I said, it has diagonal sequins all over, and it drapes beautifully. This sari also I have kept. I have not worn it yet for anything. Maybe next year for one of the birthdays or anniversaries, this is going to be my sari, and I just love the color of this one. And again, I have the blouse for it. Beautiful blouse. This one I have kept the back high. I like blouses like this, and the sleeve is like this. There are two organza sarees which I have bought personally, only two. Rest all I have purchased online. There are two which I have purchased personally. This one is from Nalli in Mumbai, in Oberoi Mall, the Nalli, and I love this one. This is a beige golden kind of an organza sari. I love buying organza sarees online is because I can find what I want. Whenever you go to a shop, you will never find the kind of sari which you're looking for. So here also I had actually gone to buy something like a Banarasi organza or something in blue. They didn't have anything, but I liked this one and I purchased this. This is from Nalli, and they also have a very good collection of organza sarees. From Nalli also I purchased online, but I haven't purchased organza. And this is a pure organza as they had mentioned, and it feels like a pure organza. The fabric is really flowy and you can see the shine. It's really subtle and elegant kind of a shine of organza, and I love the work. There is some thread embroidery work all around. It's all around, so it comes like this, and it's not too much. It's very subtle. It's very in line with the kind of fabric it is, and this is the palla. Okay, so it's very simple. All of the organza sarees, in fact, they have very simple pallas, and they have some kind of a work in the edges, and they are very lightweight, and that's why I love this one so much. Plus this also drapes so beautifully. And this is the blouse which I had got it done, and this is also a raw silk, like a cotton silk kind of a fabric, and here I had kept high back like this. Okay, I have one more pure sari to show you. I'll show you that, then I will show you two semi organza sarees which I like, and I'll show you my newer purchase. So this is another pure organza sari. This one is not only organza, this is a tissue organza sari, so I'll show you that. And this one I have purchased like offline. I have gone to the store and purchased. So this one also, I think you must have seen me on Instagram. I was wearing it once upon a time. So this is a tissue organza which has that like mix of fabric. It has organza plus it has that shiny fabric mix, so it gets that glass shine kind of a finish, and it has hand embroidery all over, beautiful hand embroidery. And since there's embroidery and zardozi work all over, it drapes so beautifully at the bottom. And the sari is plain, the fabric is plain in the body. There is nothing, no sequence, nothing. It's a plain fabric, but the border is something like this. It's all floral, very pastel. So this is like a sage green color, if you can tell, and it has beautiful sequence work in pastel pink, gold, pearl, some pearls as well, and it has a beautiful shine and fall. This is how it looks like. So the last time I visited Mumbai, I had purchased this from Soch in, I think, Phoenix Market City Mall. There is a Soch from where I had purchased this, and these retailed for around, I think, 16,000 rupees. I think price wise it's fair because there's just so much handwork all over the body, and the fabric is also pure. And apparently this was just one piece. There is no a second one in this, so it's more of an exclusive piece. So I thought it was a great piece and I loved it. I wore it with this blouse the last time. This is a blouse which I bought from Kalki, and this one has embroidery all over. It's a pastel peachy pink kind of a blouse which goes really well with this sari, like this. And here is the blouse piece for it, which I still need to get it done. So there is embroidery on the sleeves, really pretty sparkly embroidery, and there is work, sequence work at the in the body also. So it's like a full heavy kind of a, not very heavy, but yeah, it has work all over. So I have to get this one made. So those are all of my pure sort of fabrics which I have in organza sarees. I have two more organza sarees which I know they are not pure because of the price. They were really inexpensive. I think they were around 3,000 rupees if I'm not wrong. The first one is from this brand Tayar India, who have a lot of these organza sarees which are very cheap, and they look really nice. I think it depends on what you're going to get. You have to be lucky to get a good style or piece of organza saree. I had purchased this one from them and it turned out so good. It almost feels like, you know, a pure organza, but when you feel it, you can feel it that it's not pure. It's polyester. You can feel it. It has a lot of polyester mix, and the 2 or 3 which I showed you from Kalki, they are very different in texture from this one. Even if they have a mixture of polyester in those, the amount of mixture may be very less. This one feels like it's a very heavily synthetic fabric, synthetic organza, but it is so beautiful. It's a lilac-y purple sort of a color, and it drapes so well. It's one of the organza sarees which is not a pure fabric, but it drapes so nicely because of this nice stonework or this embellishment or kind of this embroidery which is done at the bottom. I think it gives a nice weight to it and it drapes so nicely. And this is how it looks. So it has this nice print on it. It's a printed organza saree, and it's nice for just a regular any kind of event, or where you don't need something super fancy, you just want to wear simple sari. This is a nice one for that. And the finishing of this one is not that amazing. Like here there is a big cut because there's a scallop edge, so this one is not finished properly. Probably it should have been finished a little bit more nicely. The stitching and the finishing is, it's not the best, of course. It's not like Kalki, but still it's nice. I mean, for the price it's quite good, and this one drapes so nicely. So this is something which I had which is not pure, but still I like it a lot. And the other one which I have, this is also not pure, but this is like, feels like a fabric. I don't really like it that much. It feels like a fabric and they have just pasted some sequence and just made it into a sari. I don't really like it that much. The finishing is also not that great. I mean, it's just plain simple stitching here. So this is also from Tayar India. It was also around 3,000 or 2,500, 3,000 rupees. The fabric itself drapes really well. It has like sequence work all over the fabric, like self sequence. So there is a subtle shine to it. I don't know if you can see. So it's a really subtle fabric. It's nice to wear. It's quite comfortable. But I feel like I'm just wearing a fabric. There is nothing much to it. It's not like a legitimate sari. That's what I feel like when I wear this one. This one doesn't drape that as well as the other one I was showing you. So this one drapes like this, The drape is not bad, it's still okay. There's a little bit of fluffiness, but I don't know, there is not much character to this saree. It's a very simple, plain fabric kind of saree. Probably I have to style it with a nice blouse, probably this one, which I showed you earlier. It'll pair well with this saree. And because I love this color so much and I was not really super fan of this saree, I purchased this one. The previous one I showed you, this sage color saree. But the style of this saree is quite nice. It's very subtle. There is sequins all over. There is checks all over. And in every join there is a sequence. And there is some like stones pasted here. So I am not really sure how well these will last. These pasted stones. I can already see some have fallen. So I don't know. This is like not a very durable saree. But the color is so nice, little bit deeper than the previous one. So I don't know, I will style it and we'll see if I like it more. And we are down to the last saree for today, which is the latest addition to my organza saree collection. This is from the brand Sacred Weaves. I buy a lot of silk sarees from their brand. This is a Banarasi saree brand. They have handloom Banarasi sarees. And I love the style and the sarees which are available on their website. So this time around I got a Banarasi organza saree, which I don't really have one, the Kora Banarasi saree. So this is my first Banarasi organza saree, and they have such a nice way to package their sarees. They always send us in a box like this, and this time around they have something extra. So they have this beautiful photographs. So this is what they have. So I'll just give you a quick look. They have this beautiful photographs of like old photographs of the Banaras Ghat. I think I'm holding it ulta. Yeah. So I was holding it upside down. So Banaras Ghat, they have a few pictures, I think 5 or 6 of them. So they have added them in this order, and they will also always give you a certificate of authenticity, like hand woven, that these sarees are hand woven. And they have the saree packaged like this, and this is the color of the Banarasi organza which I have purchased. I have waited for this kind of a color combination, and finally I saw this kind of a saree on Sacred Waves and the sale was going on, so I immediately purchased it, and it is so beautiful. This is the color of the Banarasi organza. It's a deep magenta color. This is a little bit more pink. This is a little bit more purple, I think, if I compare it correctly. Slightly different from what I'm wearing. And it has copper zari, which is also my favorite. I have sarees which have a lot of gold zari and silver zari. This one is antique copper zari, which I think looks beautiful. I love copper zari sarees. And this is how it looks like. So the border is different. The top border is violet and magenta, and the bottom one is green, like so. It's very, very beautiful. I was in love with this saree, and this is how the transparency is. It's not like super transparent also. I think it's fine. And it's so lightweight, and it's all karwa. It's hand woven. So you can see there is no thread sticking out. It's all hand woven, all karwa border. It's beautiful. Look at this. So there was a sale going on. The real price of this saree was 20,350. I got a 40% off, so I paid around 15,000 something for this one. I think you can get this a little bit cheaper if you go to Banaras, or if you have other brands, or if you go to local shops. You may get this a little bit cheaper, but of course we are sitting here, so we don't have access to so many stores, and we have to rely on online stores. And this is a very trusted brand. I think they have beautiful handloom sarees, and for handloom I am okay to buy and pay a little bit extra. It's fine. And you always don't get the saree which you actually really want when it's handloom is concerned. Whenever you see a handloom saree which you like and it's within your budget, just get it, because it's very difficult to find handloom sarees later. So this is the beautiful Banarasi organza which I have purchased, Recently it comes with a green blouse, green organza blouse, and it's such a big piece of fabric. Look at this, how much fabric this has been given. I mean, I can almost make like a kurta with this. It's so much of fabric. So that's that, and those are all the organza sarees I have, and I enjoyed this video so much, going through all of my sarees. Like, as much as I enjoy eyeshadow palettes, I think I love organza sarees as well. I hope you enjoyed this video because I really did. And next, I think I will do my Banarasi saree collection. And let me know what is your favorite kind of saree to wear. Do you wear sarees? And would you like to see some more different kind of outfit videos? Maybe I can talk about fabrics. I am gaining a lot of knowledge from the fashion course I'm doing right now. So I will keep coming up with this outfit related videos and fabric related videos. So I hope you're interested. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for today, for hanging out with me and enjoying my sarees with me. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.